Here we are at SA 2013 with Scott in the Icelantic booth, and he's going to show us his product line, and hopefully you like it. So Scott, take it away.
So this year Icelantic's theme is Explore Your Mind, and that theme is very relevant to the art this year as well as the ski line. Explore Your Mind for Travis Parr, our artist, this year had to do with him making a departure into another medium, which is these sculptures. Travis Parr is well known as a painter and a drawer, and every year our top sheets have been comprised of those two mediums. This year he entered a whole new realm, made these sculptures, which are beautiful, and photographed them himself, and that's what you're looking at for the top sheets of each ski. For the ski line, Icelantic this year, we are also exploring new realms by offering some new options for some of our popular models. What we're doing this year is we're offering an SKNY line. We took 4 popular models and we made a skinny version of it. That's what SKNY stands for. And that's basically just to accommodate just a broader market, Europe, the East Coast, and just people who prefer skinnier skis. So without further ado, we'll start down here at the Gypsy. The Gypsy is a powder freeride tool. It's a fully reverse camber. So that is a fully rockered ski, designed for deep powder and just, backcountry, side stashes, things like that. The really cool thing about the Gypsy, however, is that when you're on your way back to the lift or ski in hardpack, it performs really, really well. It carves almost like a race ski. The way we accomplish that is that the side cut of the ski is the same radius as the reverse camber. So when you roll it over on edge, you really get good edge contact tip to tail. And so people really enjoy that as an all-mountain ski, but I'll tell you what, when you get it in powder is when you really realize what it's meant to do. So that one's called the Gypsy. This next ski on the wall here is called the Seeker. This is our big mountain ski right here. This one is meant for charging. This ski's got a very, very hard, stiff tail. And a nice, broad, long, early rise tip. But this is very stiff through the tail and has traditional camber and a lot of power underfoot, and is definitely meant for going very fast, stomping landings, and just any of the big mountain style riding that you'll see guys doing out there. It's got a broad turning radius, so it needs speed to turn it. And that is definitely a good offering for those big mountain guys. It doesn't have any metal in it, actually. We accomplish the stiffness and the power with wood and fiberglass, and so it's actually not too heavy either. That's a great ski. This next one on the wall here is called the Keeper. The Keeper is for those people who still appreciate aggressive traditional camber underfoot, but then also want the early rise tip and tail for big mountain skiing, powder, backcountry, any of that kind of stuff when you want to be able to shut your speed down and get the surfy feeling from the tip rocker and the tail rocker, but then have a ton of power underfoot for people who appreciate that sort of a hybrid design. I like the Keeper for as a side country ski. It goes well with a heavier tour binding like a Marker Baron or a Duke for just like the shorter side stashes and tours like that. The Shaman. So the Shaman has been a bread and butter ski for us for a long time. It's got a cult following because of its performance. I mean, we've got so many people that just fall in love with this ski after trying it. And for a long time, they've been asking for a skinnier version. So we, by popular demand, we did make an SKNY version. It's 90 underfoot, whereas the traditional Shaman is 110 underfoot. This ski, one is a Carver. It's got the most side cut, the tightest radius of any of our skis on our line, and so carves really well. But it's also a terrific powder tool. As you can see, the original is 160 in the tip, so that allows that tip to really stay up. And the tapered design allows the tails to sink down the powder, so you won't get any tip dive. And that also lends itself to a very carvy feeling, the side cut as well as the tapered design. Now this SKNY is going to handle powder really, really well, but it's more designed for the hard pack. It's going to be for people who want something that's going to be easier to roll edge to edge for turn initiation, and just for people who prefer more of that, maybe just an East Coast style ski, or people who just stick to groomers and really want something that's easy to carve. This is going to be one of our most popular top selling skis for sure. The next ski on the wall here is the Nomad Rkr. This is one of our top sellers last year. It won a lot of awards with magazine and testers that tried it out. We also made a skinny version of that. I'll show you the profile here. So the RKR skis more like flat. It's only 2 millimeters of camber underfoot, so it's really gentle camber. Skis more like it's flat, and then it's got early rise tip and tail. This is really popular just because it is so versatile. It's great for any skier, almost any ability level, any kind of snow terrain. I find it to be the most adaptable ski that we have, and that's adaptable to style, adaptable to different snow conditions, adaptable to just any different skier. So that is an easy sell, and it's really just, it pretty much makes everybody happy. We made the skinny version because we wanted something, again, maybe for the East Coast, for the European market. I think that the skinny version is also going to make a really great park ski as well. Great for buttering, great for finding transitions and things like that. It carves really, really well, which is one of the surprising aspects of it for a Rkr ski. All the Icelantics actually have have good signature carving ability that we pride ourselves in. So that's a really special ski. This one's called the Oracle. This is a women's specific ski. That's not to say that the guys can't ride it. I use this as my alpine touring ski. This is my lightweight setup that I'll throw a Dynafit on. But really, we designed this for the women. It's lighter is one of the key points that helps there. You know, we didn't want to dumb it down. It's still a performance, ski for an aggressive skier, women who are tired of, women's skis. So we made it lighter, and the overall dimensions are fit for a female body type, but like I said, the guys really like this one too. Traditional camber underfoot, a little bit of tail flare, and then we've got a nice early rise tip to handle powder and crud, and it makes turn initiation easier. This ski skis short when you want it to feel short, and it feels long when you want to benefit from the length, so it's nice. And I think this is one of my favorite graphics for this year. I think that one really is a home run. That one's called the Oracle. This next one is the Pilgrim. This is our front side carver. This is our carving tool. What we did this year is we flattened out the tail to make it more of a true carver as opposed to having it be twin tip. And this one we definitely needed to add a skinny version as well. So the traditional one, great carver on the groomers. It's also going to handle crud and some deeper snow. And then for those who really want a true traditional skinnier carving tool, we made the skinny version. And again, that is going to be a home run with the European market and the East Coast market. And I think we're going to see some racers want a free ski on that one. Testers so far are really thrilled with it. So easy, edge to edge, very, very powerful. The next one here is called the Denali. This is our park ski. It's symmetrical, traditional camber throughout, and symmetrical, meant to be center mounted for just freestyle park and pipe style riding. Really great for ollieing and nollying. It's very poppy. It's strong, so it's very solid on landings. But at the same time, you get that buttery feel out of it as well. So great response with that one. And last but certainly not least is the Scout. And this is actually where Icelantic began. This is a 143, and that is the only length that we offer it in. And that 143 fat ski is very, very unique, and it's meant for someone looking for something unique. It's got a really, really tremendous side cut to it, so it definitely carves really, really well. The width, is great. So for a short ski, it still has a lot of surface area, so it handles different terrain really, really well. It can be used as a mountaineering ski for people who want to get into very tight spots, people who want to find those leftover snow stashes, juniors, maybe women who want a shorter ski. It's a pretty cool tool. And the reason that we made an SKNY version of the Scout is to accommodate the junior market. And so we expect to really get some aggressive, up-and-coming younger riders thriving with the Scout Skinny. And that's what's new. People will be interested to know that we are starting to go longer. For instance, back to the RKR, this being one of our most popular skis, we did decide to go up to a 191 here to accommodate some of those taller or heavier riders that prefer longer lengths. And so that's something worth mentioning. And so explore your mind is what we encourage you to do. And that's what we've done. And check us out, www.icelanticskis.com. Explore your mind.